Real quick, I thought I would share some of the audio files from last time on D&D. The first one, this is when the players were in a... So every Halloween, if a game falls anywhere near Halloween, like a couple days before, a couple days after, in my homebrew, there is a event called the Halloween, where the two moons basically eclipse. And during this time, the veil of magic is extremely weak and there's chaos. So if you cast a spell, it's essentially a wild magic table that may happen. The undead and the demons, because the veil is so weak, the undead rise, the demons are able to enter the world. There's a whole event of basically how this Halloween event happens and all this weird stuff happens. So for this first one I'm going to talk about, I called this file Awkward Trees when I posted it in Discord. The party members were actually traveling through the woods. It was extremely dark because of the eclipse of the Halloween, and they're trying to make their way through the woods. And one of them kind of touched the tree and felt this weird liquid. And it was supposed to be webbing. And in my head, that was very clear as to what it was once they kind of look at it and see that there's this weird liquid that basically ettercaps were in this forested area and basically had taken over the woods. But as I'm trying to describe it, it just keeps getting worse. This is Awkward Trees. 10. I'll say that is enough. As you're putting your hands against some of the trees and kind of like pushing through, because it is, once again, a dense forest, even though it's a different set of woods, you do notice that there is something sticky on these trees, whether it's moss or something else. There's definitely some sticky fluids on these trees. That sounds really horrible now that I say it that way. Feels like sap.
Okay, do these trees feel sticky to you?
If everyone else wants to do a perception check to see. Eros, it gets high enough. Technically, actually, Galena meets it. So, yeah, so as you kind of touch the trees and look, there's like a white... See, now this sounds even worse. Now that I'm saying it, this is all sounding super bad. There's a white fluid that is on your hands that is really sticky. I don't know how else to even describe it without...
I was thinking about tasting it, but I changed my mind.
All right, and then the next one in my game, I have a custom rule where if you crit fail during any form of an attack, there is the opportunity of hitting someone in your party or perhaps losing your weapon, like tossing it to the side by accident because it slips out of your hand. And when this happens, if you do happen to hit another party member, rather than do the full damage of whatever the critical fail is, so for example, if you swing a longsword and you crit fail and there happens to be another player next to you and you roll 10 points of damage, you would actually, in your haste, you're so eager to hit, you hit your own teammate for 5 damage versus the whole 10. So this is a time where Jessica was casting Ice Knife at a target, and Baldur, who is a warlock with the spear chain link thing, he's up he's up engaged in battle, and she casts Ice Knife, which crit fails.
All right, I'm gonna aim for the toad that's in the middle, whatever number that one is, 2.
Number 2, yep.
And I'm going to cast Ice Knife.
When Ice Knife explodes, does it not also hit any potential friends as well?
Yeah, I'm in range. It's going to hit me.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it is going to hit you because it's You're going to take half of that damage, so you're going to take 7. You misfire, and since poor Baldur has his back turned, he does not even realize it's coming. And he just gets struck in the back as you slip in the water, trying to take care of Ramgor. Strike him in the back, boom, blows up on him. He takes 7 damage.
Yes, I'm like, learn to aim.
I'm trying so much back here to do many things.
You've done more damage to me than their entire team. I can only block one side. I don't want to block behind me as well.
You know what? We can have this argument later.
All right, and the next one has to do with my Servants of the Wizard game, which is the one that takes place slightly in the future in an undisclosed amount of time. There is literally an ongoing joke where Jessica's character, Galena, can't seem to climb anything. Anytime I've had her make a climbing check, she always fails, she always falls. Everything always goes wrong. So there's a number of these. I'm just going to put them back to back that have to do with basically Galena having a heck of a time just trying to climb a rope.
That I have a fabulous modifier for this.
Oh,
All right, so you are going to go ahead and this time take a tumbling fall and hit some of the rocks on the side of the beach on the way down, and you are going to take
Nice, Mike.
10 point. Oh my god, you took 10 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Like, you got almost all the way to the top, and then you just couldn't hang on and just bam, 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 and just tumbled down the rocks.
Guys, I might just sit this one out.
what did she say? I can't hear her.
Yeah, I'll just be like,
This
tie
is
the
Galena
rope,
right here. Oh, bye!
and she's gone.
Yep, that's me. I'm just gonna make like the motion of like I'm dying. Like
I'm gonna be like, tie the rope to yourself. We'll pull you up.
All right, you can do that. Survival check at disadvantage because you are suffering exhaustion. So go ahead and do that. And I'm just gonna say DC 10.
yeah.
It's not that hard to tie a rope around yourself.
Do we have any other
But
rope
I
that someone
guarantee
can
you I
tie?
can't do that.
That way, like, someone can lower me down and I can help tie the rope?
I'll
Well,
be like, hey,
Ramgor's
Ramgor.
about to go down and put her on his shoulders and climb up.
Oh, I thought Ramgor was still with me and just like watching all this, being like, oh.
No,
my
he climbed up there. Like, he had disadvantage and he still got up there. And that's why I was saying up there, he was like, so this is where the rope part comes in.
Yeah.
Uh,
Such a curse. Such a curse.
so go ahead and do a survival to tie the rope around you to prevent you from falling.
What am I doing?
wait.
I'm sorry.
Question. Wait,
Survival.
can I pull the rope up and tie like a little loop at the
noose?
bottom so that she can sit in?
Yeah.
Because I'm not at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like this disadvantage thing is just gonna screw me over the rest of the evening.
All right. So yeah, you make a nice little knot thing and lower it back down. So Galena, just give me a strength check, not at disadvantage because you're sitting in a nice secure loop, a natural 20. Just a strength check, DC 10.
We're gonna find out. Nope, it was on an 11.
So she sits in it, and as you guys are pulling her up, she starts to like sway and slide right out the back, and down she goes again.
I'm like, this isn't that complicated. Just sit in the
Just
rope.
put your arm through the hole at this point, lady.
Hey guys, can we take another long rest?
We just had one.
Yes, but somewhere else, though.
Haven't even got to the harpies yet. You haven't even got to the boss yet.
We survived. We beat the challenge.
That was the boss.
The rope was the boss. For Galena, that was the boss. As soon as it was like, we have to climb up, I'm out. I'm just gonna swim back to shore.
I know, she's
Up
like,
with Walter.
guys, I don't feel real great. I gotta go.
I love this one because one of the house rules I have is you cannot share as a player how much health you have. So for example, if you have 40 hit points and you've taken 8 points of damage, you can't tell the cleric, for example, that you have 32 hit points. The only thing you can say is yes or no if you're bloodied, because bloodied will be the halfway point. I think that adds some suspense into the game so that players don't always know, oh, he's fine, he only took 5 points of damage. You can only say yes or no if you're bloodied, and that lets the cleric or whoever the healer is that, hey, maybe I need some healing. In this case, Jessica was asking if the enemy was bloodied, but Aaron, who plays Baldor, gives the best response possible.
All right, and is either of them bloodied? Oh.
Yeah, I'm bloodied. In fact, my health is exactly where it was before the rest.
Okay.
All right, and then the next batch is so there was a session where for this game, the party was trying to help these dwarves basically prove that the drow, however you want to pronounce it, were behind this whole conspiracy that was causing this whole revolution, civil war thing going on. And the party finally does it, and these assassins jump out, and one of them, ironically, basically crits on Dawn, who is the ranger in the party, and pretty much one-shots him down to below 0 health. Ever since then, there has been a ongoing joke that my whole ploy is to try to kill the ranger. I'm going to go ahead and share a couple of those audio files, and I think after that we'll just call it as a little example of some of the fun moments that we've had.
Thomas tried to pull off one of his one-shot the ranger last time, but it barely didn't work. So on a 2-day journey, I'm pretty sure he's going to be looking to do it again.
That giant is going to go, and he takes one step forward, and let's see who he will swing his mighty scimitar at. Six of you, 1, 2, 3. He's going for Dawn. He's going to swing his scimitar for AC 16.
Meets.
So 19 damage.
Ooh,
And then he's going to swing his second attack for another 16 damage.
Holy crap.
Why do you do this, bro? I don't understand.
It was
Sorry,
random.
God.
I rolled a 1d6. It landed on a 3. It's Adrian Bupito, Dawn. Dawn is 3. It was alphabetical. Don't blame me. Blame the dice. So one of the creatures is going to go first, and it will lunge for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. RD5 going down the list. It's going to go for... I'm sorry, Dawn.
Don't act like don't act like it's an accident, okay? We all know at this point. It's fine.
And as you guys are kind of just hanging out, walking around, a young child approaches... Well, randomize it.
Oh boy, here it comes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Done.
He approaches Don and gives him a disease, and Don dies right away.
Yeah, Don dies.
What a surprise.
Anyone else want to purchase anything? Dawn, maybe a whole bag of healing potions.
Does anybody play Pokemon? I need revives because there's no point in buying healing potions. I just die every time I do it. So
Just revive.
I just
Phoenix
need
down.
revives. Yeah, Phoenix down, exactly.
And Dawn got the highest.
And that's kind of ironic because it was going for Dawn.
What a surprise.
It's gonna one-shot you there, Don. I heard it.
All right, so yeah, if he's 100% cover, then I'm just going to hang out and hold my action.
Okay, so you don't want to try to just move forward and go into the room? You're just going to hang out?
No, I'm not going to move forward and let him hit me in the head and kill me one shot. Thomas, it's not going to happen. I know your tricks, man. I'm not going to do it.
So that's some files where Dawn, the ranger, firmly believes I'm out to kill him. And honestly, I'm not. I am one of those DMs who prefers to tell a story versus me versus the players. I would rather that the players survive, continue and grow, and have all these, great moments throughout the game, to have character growth and, all these quests and stuff that tie into their background. So I am actually not trying to kill Dawn. It just happens to be when I roll the dice, a lot of the times, it just happens to land on where he's at in the order when I choose to just randomly select who the monster might attack. So anyway, there's quite a bit of fun here where I've shared some of these files. This is what you're in store for when we get to those files. I just wanted to give you just a quick glimpse of just some of those quick, little moments. All right, thanks, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got a laugh in there. Just remember, last time on D&D.